Sling Touch Control 100 is, and basically what it does is takes the basically everything you can do with the traditional remote through the on-screen interface, and gives you all those features in the touchscreen device itself. So rather than pull up the guide on screen and scroll through the 9,000 channels I have page down on Dish, on my touchscreen remote I can set up filters, which are basically like favorites, and I say, okay, I want to see all of the movies that are on right now.
And so you see the content on the screen, like as a guide.
Yeah, exactly.
On that big screen.
And this is only going to be supported through the cable provider, correct?
Right. It's an OEM product, and so we sell it to TV service providers. There's an integration that has to be done onto the set-top box. We have to write software that runs on the set-top box.
Have you announced any partnerships yet for cable providers?
No,
nothing announced yet.
Nothing announced yet. So right now we're looking at all the movies on now. We can say, okay, turn HD on. I only want to see high-def movies.
Just connect over Wi-Fi?
Wi-Fi, yep.
What's the size?
Which is always a little scary when you're demoing here with Wi-Fi.
Oh, yeah.
What's the size of the screen?
4.3
And
inch.
it's a capacitive screen?
Capacitive touch, 480 by 272.
Stick which around the side of it to see the size of the remote. It's actually very thin.
It's got a nice big battery in there too. We're shooting for about 10 hours of active use battery life.
What's the size of the battery?
I want to say 1700 milliamp.
And it just has a dock connector.
Right, yep. You just pop this guy into the dock, and it'll actually, you can use it while it's, it was designed to be able to be easily used while it's charged.
If that's the extent of it, frankly, I think it's a waste of time.
So this was a first look at the Sling Touch Control. Anything else that you think
yeah, so one of the other key features of the product is not only can you control your DVR, it's also a full universal IR remote. So I can program the hard buttons to control my TV volume and mute. Also, if I had a Sony Blu-ray player on my rack, for example, I can control the Sony Blu-ray player. So I'm in my living room, I say, all right, well now I want to use my Sony Blu-ray player. Pops up an on-screen version of my actual physical Sony remote.
Do you program macros to have it do?
Not on launch. So it's definitely something that we'll add later on down the road, but on launch we're just going to give you the basic ability to load the different remotes and control them as a single remote.
That was very impressive. Thank you very much.
Cool. Thanks.